Hello, my magicals. Okay, so welcome to your March reading. Before we begin, just a quick one. I'm going to use the same layout I did last year in February, which is going to be working through the general theme of it, what we need to look at, going on to romance and also on to abundance. Okay, now here's the thing. Two things, just an admin thing quickly. I'm sorry if you can hear outside noise, but I literally cannot close the door, otherwise I have zero fresh air and I am basically starting to feel a bit like a lobster in a pot at the moment. So please bear with me on that. The second thing is I just touched base with Kelso quickly before coming into it, saying, is there anything that we should be aware of? Is there anything that we really need to be focusing on? And he came up with an image and 3 specific words. The image was of an Amazon warrior standing next to like a massive old oak tree, right? The words that came up with were empowerment, stability, and flexibility. So those are 3 words we're going to have to look at this month. Those are going to be themes that we need to pay attention to during the month. What I want to say is also understanding that the oak tree, especially those massive old oak trees, stand for strength. Symbolically, they also stand for strength. So just want to put that out there, just so that you know that that's kind of the energy we're dealing with. For those of you who watched the re-witching video that I put out yesterday, it's very much about that. We're also going to look at a bit of empowerment when it comes to the decisions video, which I'll put out probably tomorrow, hopefully. How we choose or how we are making our choices is going to speak a lot to how we choose to empower ourselves over the next couple of weeks. Okay. All right. So we're going to jump right in. I'm very excited to be introducing a new deck to you today. It is the Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Lynn. It's such a beautiful deck. So we're going to just use that quickly. I have shuffled all the cards. This we're going to be getting our general energy for. Okay, so let's have a look. Kelso, what are we needing to know in terms of general energy, please? What does everyone need to know for March? I do want to just say, guys, please, I need just everyone to bear with me a little bit. We are having serious issues in the Westville area where I live. We between water outages and power outages, we are really and truly going through a fair amount at the moment. So please just bear with me if things are not out on time. Like I say, well, I'll do it tomorrow. And then like yesterday, we suddenly went off at 2:15 and I don't know, the power only came back on again at like, I think something like, I don't know, it must have been about 9 or 10 o'clock. I could be wrong. I don't know. I was fast asleep. So please just bear with me with that. We seem to be going through a bit of a tumultuous time in the area. Okay, so kid you not. First card that I saw out, strength. Okay, that's Joan of Arc. I've got the shakes today, sorry. Joan of Arc, right? I want to say this coming up. I will be doing a reading next week, either over the weekend or next week on the eclipse season. We are facing 2 eclipses now with the Mercury going into retrograde, Mars having gone direct, Venus in retrograde. There is a lot of planetary fuckery at the moment. Okay, it is going to take energy and grounding, but it's also going to take strength because this is a very transformative time, guys. It is a very powerful time for change and shift in our space. It's a time for us to really let go of what's no longer serving us, to make way for what's new, what we're wanting to manifest. And that can be big, unexpected changes as well. When you hear that, I know everyone goes, oh my God, Mara. It's not necessarily bad stuff. It's just big, unexpected changes, right? It's kind of like if we were reading the tarot, it's kind of like that tower energy. It wouldn't surprise me if at some point the tower came up because it's just very much that kind of energy. It's very much, again, like I said to a friend of mine today in WhatsApp, it's like this even on the Facebook page when I put the 3 cards up for selection, I'm like, this energy is seriously chaotic. It's already feeling very eclipsy. It's already starting, which tells me that this is going to be a very transformative time. Okay, the next one is the Ganges River in India, purification, right? So this is about detoxing our life of everything that's no longer serving us, even the stuff that we are attached to. And the reason I picked up the strength card with that is because it does take courage in order for us to actually move forward and leave behind that which is in our comfort zone. Not to mention the fact that we will be leaving behind the comfort zone. Okay, I've been speaking to you about this quite a lot. So, however, purification, whatever form it takes in your space, whether it's people, places, relationships, whether it's eating habits, drinking habits, whatever it is, right? This is the time now for you to be actioning this and really moving forward. Okay, focusing on vast vistas, nomads of the steppes of Mongolia. Vast vistas talks about, if you can just see the wide open space in the background, when we're going through these kinds of situations and this kind of energy, we can very often allow ourselves to feel mentally trapped, like we are not in control of anything. And I think it's about a mind space in the next couple of weeks. I think it's going to be a bit of a mental battle for most of us to keep ourselves energetically in a very healthy space, energetically focusing on all the right things, okay? I did put out something on my Facebook yesterday. Kelso wanted me to put up a card about the Luminous Warrior. So I don't know if you've seen it on my Facebook, but it's very much about focusing on the positive, what we can control. And this card is saying, keep your eyes set on the prize, okay? This is about understanding that there's a vast amount of possibility out there, that there are a vast number of opportunities, a vast number of possibilities. This is very much about keeping our eye on the prize and moving forward towards it, not being stuck in any circumstance that may arise in the next couple of weeks. Okay. I'm just asking which one they want first. Magic. How beautiful is this card? Oh, sorry. Shoved it in your face there. Glastonbury, magic. Okay. So this is going to require belief and faith. They say that magic is believing before you see, not seeing and then believing. And I feel like that's very much what we're having to go through at the moment. We're having to take the actions we need to take and having the faith that we are able to move forward with what we need to move forward with, to do what we need to do to get to where we need to be. I have said that statement so many times over the last year and a half, it's not even funny. I mean, I sound like a broken record, but it is absolutely a necessity for us to move forward. So this is saying to us, but remember your magic, tune into your magic as well. Understand that there's the magic of the universe, but we carry that within ourselves. So when we're starting to feel trapped and we're feeling stuck, do things that bring into action your magic, okay? So for me, that's like being creative or spending time in nature or going for a swim. Whatever it is, activate your magic as well, all right? And the last one is just so beautiful, the angelic realm light. Kelso is saying twofold. One, understand that no matter what we have to face, and I'm not being doom and gloom here, but I do think that as much as there are going to be miracles and blessings, and I do believe that there will be these abounding, should we believe in them, right? To go back to the magic card, I think that it is going to be tricky energy to navigate, and I'm not going to sit on the other side of this computer camera and lie to you about that. That's not preparing you for it. That is setting you up for failure. So I'm going to say to you, we are facing and trying to navigate through very tricky waters at the moment, right? And this is saying focus on the light. This was very much Kelso's whole intention yesterday with that Luminous Warrior, where you just focus on your positive stuff, what you can do positively, how you can contribute positively. You focus on the light, understanding that your angels have got you, that we are surrounded by beings of light, including our spirit teams, that are there to assist us and to help us and to protect us. Okay, but like anything in life, we need to activate the request for help. We have free will, and therefore neither your spirit team nor the angels can step in and assist you unless you request the help. Okay, so that's just a little beautiful reminder that you are supported by spirit and that you're okay. You're going to be okay. All right, I'm going to be using this. I think it's Tarot de Luminaire. No? Something like that. It's the most beautiful tarot though. I'm going to be using this today. I have actually used this one before. It's just so beautiful. I thought it would be quite nice to have an artsy kind of beautifully illustrated one today. Try and inspire us. Okay. Also, what do we need to know, please? Okay. That's too many cards. Okay, Wow. That's beautiful energy. That's seriously beautiful energy. Okay. So first off the cuff, I'm just going to say it. Okay. With Venus in retrograde, I'm just going to put this out there gently in the corner. I'm not an astrologer, but this is something I have been made aware of. Venus in retrograde is not necessarily the best time to go into a new relationship. However, it does give us time to reflect. I'm sorry, I got distracted. There's a rogue monkey here, and the other two male monkeys are chasing him, and I've tried to protect them in the past, but unfortunately they're in the middle of everywhere and I can't get to them. So sorry, I just heard them shouting in the background. Okay, so what this is, I'm going to say to you about the Venus retrograde is that it does give us time to reflect on what we want. Okay, very much so. It's very much about going for what we are looking for, not just in a relationship, guys, but in life. What are our desires? Where do we want to be, right? This vast vistas over here that speaks about the end game, the big picture, okay? What are we wanting? What are we wanting from our spaces? What are we wanting to achieve? What are our dreams and our goals, and where are we headed? Okay, this is very much a time now of coming into we. We've also got Mars that's moving into Aries, which again makes it very much about I, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I think that there are times in our life where we have to just take restock and we have to go, all right, what do I need at this point in time to move forward? I do want to say, and I'm just putting this out there gently in the corner, that a lot of us are at maximum capacity at the moment. We're exhausted. We are really just trying to keep head above water. It feels like we're being bombarded from all sides. And with that kind of energy, it really is important when the planetary energy comes into a space where we need to go internally and go, what do I need? We need to take that energy seriously. Okay, we do need to take that energy seriously. Okay, so for people, I'm going to just do the love one quickly because, oh my God, what the hell? Okay, you've got the Four of Wands and the Lovers, which speaks automatically about committed relationships. It speaks about marriage. It can speak of marriage. It can speak about stability in a relationship. So either you're going to meet somebody who comes into your space who is there to offer you a committed relationship, something that is a soulmate energy. The Lovers energy doesn't just show up willy-nilly and, just, like they're kind of not the Knight of Wands energy where they're in out in out. This is a very consistent energy, soulmate stuff, true love. Okay, so you have the possibility of that for those in relationships. You may actually take it to the next level. Is all I'm saying. With the with the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, this could be something that you've waited for a long time. You've got the Seven of Pentacles, you've got the Nine of Pentacles, and you've got the Nine of Cups. You've got nine. Nines are endings, right? I feel like this is a period where actually things come together for you and there is no more waiting. I feel like if you are after your happily ever after, whether it's in a relationship or wanting to go to the next level, or whether you are whether you're meeting somebody. I'm trying to get the light off here, sorry. I feel like this could be the month that this happens. Again, what I'm going to say to you is, if you meet somebody that you think is the best thing since sliced bread, just be careful about going into new relationships in Venus. I'd love to tell you when it's coming out, but I can't remember. I'll have those dates for you when I do the eclipse reading, though. I'll give you those dates. But the reality is, I mean, look, people go into relationships every day. All I'm saying is, if you're going to do it during Venus retrograde, just make sure you're clear on your boundaries and what you're wanting in that situation, okay? But this is really beautiful energy. If we look at this in just the general scheme of things, okay, this is talking to me about really deciding to pursue your stability, right? So this is for everyday life. This is not about love. Deciding to pursue your everyday stability, your long-term stability, right? Making the decisions with the Lovers. Lovers is a decisions card as well. The Seven of Pentacles. Deciding where to place your energy and how that is going to get you to a place of financial independence. Okay, so this could actually be the way to sitting back now, contemplating with all of this, especially with Aries and Mars, going, okay, what is it that I want? Exactly, what I was speaking about up here about strength and making sure that we're focusing on what we or where we're going and what we need to do, right? Looking at this, I'm being told that March is a fabulous month for this. It gives you the opportunity. And if you flow in with this energy, you've got the Nine of Cups, which is wishes fulfilled. Okay, that is meaning that you will be successful given that you are putting the time and the energy in to find out exactly where you are wanting to be. I do feel like this energy's been recurring for a while, guys. I'm not going to lie. I can't change when the cards come out, and you see that I shuffle them off camera. I shuffle them off camera, and then I reshuffle quickly on camera as well. There's obviously a very clear theme of us really. I'm being told to shed our skins, and what Kelso means by that is that um, we've maybe chosen things that we thought would benefit other people or would make other people happy. We've maybe chosen things that we've felt have not been authentically us, but we don't want to upset other people by not choosing those things. This is not the time for that. This is the time to shed, remember, to make the brave decisions, to shed what is no longer serving you and what is no longer feeding your authenticity in all essence. Because when you choose you, you're choosing what's authentically something you want. Okay, so please just be aware of that. This is really a big time for it. The eclipses are giving us this energy to shift and to really go deeper with really soul stuff. I do think this is going to be a very spiritual eclipse. I have to be very honest with you. It doesn't matter what planet is in what house and all of that in yours. I'm telling you now, this is going to be a fundamentally profound spiritual shift over the next 4 weeks. And I think that it's going to give us the opportunity to really discover our magic if we play our cards right with this. Okay. So beautiful energy though, beautiful cards. Every single one of those cards. Just let me remind you that this is, and I spoke about this in a couple of the energy updates that I've done, making sure that we are discerning where we place our energy. Okay, this card, a fellow reader once used the term, is the juice worth the squeeze? And I absolutely love it for this card. It's about being discerning, but it's also about seeing the seeds that you have already planted coming to fruition. Okay, so that is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy for March. Okay, so as trying as things are, let's be honest, when you plant an actual seed in the garden, it's not like planted in a beautiful little like crystal bed and all that. It's got to go through sand, it's got to endure pouring rain and scorching sun, but the seed comes up, right? It's that kind of thing. All of the hard work that you put in now will be rewarded. Okay, just please hold. Because apparently the abundance cards have got lots to say. Okay. Right, let's have a look at this. Oh my gosh. Savings. Okay, so I'm going to put these up here. Okay, so quite a few cards have come flying out. I'm going to take them because we obviously need them. So sorry if this is a little bit longer. I hadn't intended for this one to be such a long one, but you know, you got 6 cards out, right? Okay, cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Kelso saying to me, the spin on this one actually is slightly different. What the actual message that wants to come through here is, don't be afraid to start something because you think that your product won't sell if there are other people in the market. That's a very specific message, right? But Kelso is saying for those of you who are hesitating with something or going into some form of work because you feel like the market's flooded or that's that's a mindset that can be really debilitating, he's telling me. So don't do that. Go ahead and make your move. If you feel like it's your soul stuff and you're meant to be doing it, go ahead and make your move, right? Because we all have contracts with different clients. So who's meant to work with you will always come to you. Okay. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what attracts you for yourself and others. Guys, that's the basic law of attraction. What energy you're putting out around money is what you're going to get back in. Okay? Savings, as you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. Okay. Release resentments about money. Okay, now this can be paying bills, guys, just a heads up. So a lot of us will be like, oh God, all my money comes in, I'm just going to pay bills. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and the shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. Okay, bills is a big one. Okay, abundance mindset. If you think your abundance is something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Okay, again, it's all mental stuff here, guys. Again, words of abundance. It's about your mental state. Your words are going to reflect your thoughts. So just bear that in mind. Sorry, I'm just pushing these together so we've got some space because we're going to run out of space here real soon. Okay, and then the last one is bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden, or sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Remember I said to you that image that came through of the oak tree and that, and I said this is going to require grounding. In fact, I said it also in this morning's card, the 3-card thing. I said this is a time for serious grounding. The more we ground, right, the stronger our base chakra gets, which means then that our physical realm improves, if that makes sense. Okay, because our base chakra rules our physical realm. Sorry, I just need to take a sip of tea. Okay, so what do we need to know about our abundance for March, please, Kelso? What do we need to know about our abundance for March? I'm still really loving the general energy, though. I think that's really epic energy for March. Just remember, there are going to be times where it may not feel like it. Just keep your mind focused on the positive. Gosh, you see, King of Pentacles. This is very interesting. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, guys. Wheel of Fortune. What you don't see coming. Divine fated events, divine opportunities, divine synchronicities, right? Seriously, we've got it again, guys. Strength. Okay, now I cannot BS you and say that this is not something to take seriously. The strength card means that we're going to have to take moves this month that might feel uncomfortable, that might feel daunting, but we need to take the moves. We have strength twice. We have it twice. Okay? And it was the word that came up in meditation as well. When I said to you, stability, flexibility, strength, and there was that Amazon, the courage, right? So all I'm going to say to you is take it seriously. Also, and this is kind of a weird image, but if you kind of look at this the way, I know it's a skull, so just don't all get hysterical when I say what I'm about to say, but this kind of resembles something a pope would wear. So maybe our strength is going to lie in our faith this month, right? Remember I spoke to you about magic and belief and all of that. Maybe a lot of our strength is going to need to come from our faith and our belief systems, right? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. Knowing that you have everything you need to make stuff happen, right? Knowing that there is an abundance of opportunity, of resources, but it's about believing that you have access to that it is available to you readily, right? That is going to be the key with this month. Knowing that you have all of that available at your call in order for you to in order for you to achieve what you need to achieve financially. We've got the 9 of Wands here. Now that is mental, mental anguish, stress, sleepless nights. But what I want to say to you here is with the Strength card and the King of Pentacles, this will not be an option for you. It will not be something that you're going to have to fight so strongly if you have your faith and if you are doing the work. You have on the outside of this a new beginning, a fool, right? Taking a leap of faith. And it may cause some stress. It may be like that, like I said about the card. You know, you may go, oh, I really need to do this. Like you want to start a YouTube channel or something like that. And you're like, but there's so many YouTube readers. Guys, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Start your YouTube channel. You may have in fact, you will have a very different message from everybody else. You will read differently. You will approach things differently. And there are going to be people that are going to be drawn to that. So don't dismiss it just because, oh, you're terrified because somebody else maybe does it, or you think that it's not going to be appreciated. Take the leap of faith, okay? That is why it keeps coming up that we are going to need to have the strength, because here you've got the leap of faith coming out that you need to take in order for you to achieve what you're wanting to achieve financially. Okay. And you know what? I am going to take this because, yeah, there we go. See, just a little quick show. The Wheel of Fortune, right? You then have the Page of Wands coming in with good news and inspirational, creative news. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles saying that if you put the work in and you slow and steady wins the race. The Knight of Pentacles is not about great movement and a great speed. That's the Knight of Swords, right? What he's about is coming in slow and steady, but to win the race. So this might require patience, and that's maybe where the strength comes from. But I'm going to put this down because I think that it showed for you're not going to see this coming. This is the universe having your back. Remember I said to you over here, the realms are there to assist you. They're there to help you this month. Okay, so reach out and then take the opportunities that do come in for you. Okay, let's see here. Right, let's have a look at romance, and let's see what's happening with romance. Okay, let's do a quick little shuffle on the side. So I'm just shuffling on the side on a rubber mat so it doesn't make such a big noise and doesn't deafen you all. Okay, also, what do we need to know about romance for March, please? What do we need to know about romance for March? Well, these are very sticky energy. This could be the one. Okay, chemistry. I'm just going to turn that upside down because yourself. Wedding. Anything else? Pay attention to red flags. Okay. Right, shit, can't make this stuff up. Seriously. This could be the one, and wedding have corresponding cards here in the tarot with the Lovers and the Four of Wands. Okay, it's exactly what I said to you. If you're going to meet somebody, it's very probably going to be your soulmate. Okay, take your time, right? You've got free yourself. This could be the one, free yourself and wedding. Now, what I'm going to say here is the last card out is pay attention to the red flags. Guys, when this card comes out, this is about taking your time, okay? Now, here's the thing. Here is the thing. Just because you guys have healed and have done the work does not mean that somebody's going to necessarily have done exactly the same kind of healing that you have done, right? So here's my thing about red flags. Look, if the person comes in and they're the whole fucking factory, like burn and move, my friend, burn and move, you can't fix that, right? But if there's one or two things that come up and this is how you know you will be with the one, you have the conversations going, for me, that's not a normal response to something, or I don't believe that is a healthy way to handle something. And they are actively engaging with that and actively going, actually, you know what, I didn't realize that. That's how my dad always did it, or my mom always did it, right? But they're acknowledging it and they're prepared to do the work. Then that becomes a green flag. Let's be clear on that, right? Not all red flags are permanent. But again, if there are like 20 of them and they are unacknowledged, burn and move, right? Mara is not saying hang around for red flags. What I'm saying is if you really do like this person, sincerely feel like there's a serious connection here, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Check out and have the conversations around it and see, because if they really are the one, then you're going to be able to have those conversations and see where you can make it work, right? Free yourself. Guys, you've got the Nine of Pentacles over here. It's time to take control of your life. I feel like this month is giving you that opportunity, which is why I'm saying take your time, right? Take your time. Remember what I said. You may have an offer, even with love. Look at this. Page of Wands can be an offer, a passionate offer coming in. The Knight of Pentacles is what you want, though, with the offer. Slow and steady. So with the red flags on that, I'm going to say to you, even with love, right? Make sure that you are taking your time, that you've got your shit in order. I love that. One of my favorite sayings is, I'm keeping my side of the street clean. Do that. Make sure that your side of the street is where you want it to be in order for you to go into the relationship in the best version of yourself as well. And also just understand that, we are not fully healed. We cannot expect whoever's coming into our space to be fully healed as well. That's an unfair ask, right? So I'm going to say to you, with the love reading, there's a very strong possibility that you may meet someone this month, or like I said, you could just level up. You could really level up. But if you're leveling up, make sure that you are retaining your independence and that you are dealing on anything that you would deem to be unhappy or not right or a red flag in the relationship before you take the plunge. Okay. Remember, you teach people how to treat you, so make sure that you are really and truly doing that before you take the plunge. Okay. So I'm going to go to a smaller deck just so we've got more cards to work with. And let's just see quickly. I'm going to leave that as it is. Okay, right. Let's have a look here and see. This is especially for those of you who have been single for a while and who are maybe going into relationships this month or meeting people this month. Just there's no rush. The right one will not pass you by. What's meant for you will not pass you by. So if you need to just test the waters, they need to be patient with you. Okay. That doesn't mean play games though, guys. Just heads up. That's not what I meant. Okay. Right. Let's see. What do we need to know about love for March, please? What do we need to know about love for March? Apparently nothing. Also, what's happening, brother? Hold on. Saying please shuffle again. Okay. Well, I've opened up on the Nine of Swords and the Sun, which is saying don't overthink it. Feel the happiness, but don't overthink it, because overthinking things can actually cause more problems than not. So let's have a look here. What do we need to know, please? Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I'm actually going to, okay, let's do that like that. Right. Okay. So, Four of wands. Remember what I said here, Four of Swords. I mean, not Four of Wands, bloody hell. Those of us who've healed and all of that and who've maybe been alone for a while, maybe meeting someone, there's a Page of Cups, right? If it's somebody that you've had some kind of dalliance with in the past, and they're coming around, you may be getting an apology from somebody. I would say to hear them out. Don't, Kelsey's saying, don't toss the baby out of the bath water. Hear what they've got to say first, because there is a passionate new beginning starting. Okay, Ace of Wands coming in. Now, here's the thing. What did I say to you when I showed you the Nine of Swords and the Sun? Don't overthink the happiness. Again, the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Do not overthink this and self-sabotage, guys. The Eight of Swords can be self-sabotage. Do not self-sabotage, right? The person coming in or the person wanting to commit is showing up as the King of Pentacles. Stable, solid, there for the endurance. What did I say to you about the Knights of Pentacles? He comes in slowly, but he's there for the endurance, right? You've got the King of Pentacles stepping forward, right? The leveled up version of the Knight. The Knight comes in to make the offer, and then the King stays and fulfills the offers and fulfills the promises that have been made. So I'm going to say this looks really, really good if you are wanting to meet somebody this month, or if you've just started somebody and you've met something and you feel like this could be the one, or if you have someone coming back, there are many possibilities here, or if you are in a relationship, it feels like it could really be going to the next level. Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment, complete and utter emotional fulfillment. Do not overthink this, right? Because the Four of Wands is contemplation, meditation, healing. But if you overcomplicate stuff, you can take it to a level of anxiety and overthink things and self-sabotage the happiness. Okay, so don't be self-sabotaging anything this month, because the energy, remember what I said, the energy is going to be tricky, but this is the time for big things happening in our space and for magic coming through. Okay, guys, what a beautiful, beautiful reading. I'm really actually liking this for March. I can be liking this. So I'm sending you all lots of love. and I will touch base with you soon. I will absolutely be doing an eclipse reading. It'll either be this weekend or beginning of next week. But we definitely need to know what's going on with that, because that's going to be a whole lot of chaos. So sending you lots of love, and I will touch base with you soon, guys.